So as I said, I'm going to do talk through a zero balancing session, and I invite you to receive that zero balancing session. So if you find somewhere quiet to lie down with some folded towels to support your head, and I'm going to talk through the session. So if you start off by sitting on the couch or the bed, I've got my hands on your shoulders, and just take your attention to your body, to the shoulders, to your upper back. And I'm just going to put take my fingers down your upper back. So just be aware of my thumbs. I'm going to work the way down to the top of the hips, and then just press, slight compression into the hips, and just hold and release. And then I invite you to lie down on your back. And then I'm going to go down your shins, down your lower leg. Hold. 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 And then I'm going to pick up your legs, and then a gentle whole body stretch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then I'm placing your legs back down. And then I'm going to come to the top of your hips. And with my hands over the top of your hips, a gentle compression down into the table. And then a slight curve upwards, so a slight pelvic tilt, very, very slight. And hold, hold, hold. And then release the tilt and release the compression and come off. And I'm going to go down your lower back. So just pay attention to how your lower back feels from the shoulder blades down to the sacrum. And I'm just looking for a place of tension. And when I found that place of tension, I'm just going to pause there, slightly more pressure on, and hold it, hold it, hold it. And then gently release, and then carry on going down the back, looking for another place of tension. Found one, so I'm just going to pause, a bit more pressure there, and hold it, hold it, hold it, and then gently release. And then I'm going to go down to the top of the hips, and with both hands just put a little bit more pressure there, hold it, then come off. Then I'm going to sit on the couch, and I'm going to place your leg on top of my leg. And I'm going to, with one hand underneath your leg and one hand at the side of your knee, I'm going to internally rotate your hip. So internally rotate, externally rotate, internally rotate. And I'm going to place your leg back down on my leg, and then pick it up again. One hand below and one hand just above your knee. And I'm going to do a gentle stretch from your shoulder to your hip, and then from your hip to your knee, and then a gentle, slight internal rotation of the hip, and hold it, hold it, hold it, and taking your hip back to centre, and then releasing that tension. I'm going to place your leg back down on the couch. Then I'm going to your left side, and I'm going to pick up your left knee. And again, holding the leg underneath and then at the side, and I'm going to internally rotate your left leg, externally rotate, internally rotate. I'm placing your leg back down on my leg. Then I'm going to pick it up again. One hand above the knee, one hand below the leg, and I'm just going to gentle stretch from shoulder to hip, hip to knee, then internally rotate the hip and hold it, hold it, hold it. Bring the hip back to centre, release that tension, and place your leg back down on the couch. And then I'm going to come to your feet. And a little bit of movement at your feet. And I'm going to put my hand over your torso, both hands over your torsals at the top of your foot, near the ankle, top of your right foot, near the ankle. Take your awareness down there. And I'm going to do a straight pull, so a straight stretch through the whole of your body. And then a curve into those tarsal bones. And I'm going to hold it, hold it, hold it. Then release that curve and release that pull and let it release your foot back down onto the table. And I'm going to do the same with your left leg, with your left foot. So again, with both hands over the bottom, over the top of your foot, over the tarsal bones. Going to whole body pull down into the foot, and then a curve into those tarsal bones. And then hold it, hold it, hold it. Then release that curve and release that tension. Put your foot back down, release the foot back down onto the couch. I'm just going to do a whole body stretch, so I'm going to pick up both your feet. And again, gentle whole body stretch with a curve. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. And I'm going to go to the top of the couch. And my hand on your shoulders. Into those muscles at the top. And then my fingers into your upper back, And then holding your head, lifting your head slightly forward and backwards and to the side, raising your head, and then turning your neck, slight gentle rotation from one side to the other side, and then placing your head back down on the towels. I'm taking my hands to your upper back, between your shoulder blades, and I'm just working my way up the back. So from the middle of the back, up to the neck, or up to the top of the back, and then a bit further out on your back, and then up again. And then I'm finding a place that's holding a bit more tension than the rest. And I found that place. I'm going to put a slightly more pressure in. And I just invite you to release any tension that you hold in there. And just let that tension fall away into my hands. And then I'm going to gently release. I'm going to go back under your back. And again, just put a bit more pressure in, just around your shoulder blades, at the centre of your shoulder blades. And pause, a bit more pressure, and hold that steady. And I invite you to breathe in safety. I'm just going to hold, and then release that tension, release that pressure, and come off. I'm going to go back under your back. I'm working my way from the middle of your back right up to your shoulders. And just be aware of that on your upper ribs. And then my hands on your shoulders. And those muscles there. And I'm going to take your head in my hands. A slight curve, slight pull on your neck. Pause, and then I'm going to rotate your neck, your head to the left hand side. And I'm going to hold your head with one hand and take my other hand to the left hand side of your neck, and I'm just going to sweep through the soft tissue in the neck. And again, I take my hand to the left hand side and sweep through the soft tissue of the neck. Now put both hands back to your head and gently turn your head back to centre and release it onto the towel. Then I'm going to do the same the other way. So turning your head, or picking your head up with both hands, turning your head to the right, and with my other hand taking it to underneath your neck. So my hand is on the left hand side of your neck and my other hand is supporting your head. And I'm just going to sweep through that soft tissue. And again, with my left hand on the right hand side of your neck, I'm going to sweep through that soft tissue. And then take your head back to centre and release it back down onto the towels. Now I'm going to take my hands back under your back, back under your upper back, and out to the edges. And I'm looking for a place of tension that's holding a bit more tension than the rest. And then I found that place on both sides. I've got a place on the right hand side and a place on the left hand side of your upper back. And I'm going to pause there, put a bit more pressure, and I'm just going to hold it, hold it, hold it, and then gently release that pressure. My hands back down onto the couch and come off. Then we're back to your upper shoulders, the muscles, soft tissue, the upper shoulders, just gentle pressure there. Like a cat pawing. And back under your back. Just to integrate that work. And then I'm going to lift up your head. Slight stretch. The neck, and just hold it, hold it, hold it. And then I'm going to release your head back down. And I'm going to come to that. I'm going to go through the closing sequence. So I'm just pressing down on your upper arms, then your lower arms. And I'm taking your hand in my hand as though we're shaking hands. And I'm holding the bones of your elbow. And I'm doing a gentle stretch from your shoulder to your elbow. And then from your elbow to your hand. And hold, hold, hold. And then releasing it back down, placing it back down onto your stomach. Then I'm coming round to the other side, to your left arm, and again pressing down into the couch, pressing and twisting your upper arm, then your lower arm. Then I'm taking your hand and I'm holding the bones of your elbow, and a slight stretch from the shoulder to the elbow, then the elbow to the hand, and then hold it, hold it, hold it, and then placing your hand back down onto your stomach. And then I'm going under the back, just below the shoulder blades, and a slight stretch down, and then under your sacrum, slight pelvic tilt and hold. And then I'm coming to your lower legs, pressing down on your shins. Press once, and the next lower down, press down. And at the bottom of your shins, press down. And I'm picking up your legs. And then a slight leaning back and a slight stretch in your whole body. And then just hold it, hold it, hold it. And then put your legs back down onto the table. And then you can just take a couple of breaths and see how that feels. And let me know if you try it, if you try receiving that zero balancing, but hopefully you do, and I'll hopefully see you all soon.